This segment of Bridge Street is sponsored by AP Plumbing.
Now that the weather is warming up, homeowners are shifting their focus outside.
Christopher Payne from AP Plumbing. He joins us this morning to talk about plumbing outside and what you need to pay attention to. Welcome back to Bridge Street.
Oh, thanks for having me. Appreciate that, yeah.
So there's 3 areas that are connected to outside plumbing. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so, you know, the big one that we have, and probably the biggest problem I've ever seen in a house was from a water line coming into from the outside. And it had a small leak on the outside that the homeowner saw the signs but didn't really put it together of being a major issue, you know.
So tell us, what are some of those signs?
Yeah, so the first one she saw was just a little puddle that never went away. It was out in the front of the house, never went away. And then the second one was her sump pump kept running.
Yeah.
Right, and then the big problem started happening. She started to see a crack in her foundation. And by the time I got there, the wall had come in.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it was a major issue. But could have been saved just by knowing those signs. You know, those are the big things we see, is that just pay attention, especially when you're going outside this time of year, because it's been sitting there all winter with the frost, the freeze, the heaving of the ground, all those things. It disrupts those pipes.
How do you make sure that you don't get to that point where you're in such a serious way? Because, you know, pipes below ground, we're not usually cognizant of them. How do we make sure that they're in good working order?
Yeah, so there's a few other signs you can always, you know, look out for, especially with the water lines. With the water lines, you'll notice a lower water pressure that you normally see. And so you gotta kind of look at that, and then a few other signs, right? And then with, you know, with the drainage of your home, you know, when you flush the toilet, start hearing gurgling, that's the time to take care of it, get that line cleaned out, so that it's not a major repair. Yeah. Or if it is a major repair, it's on your time, not its time, right? So we're doing it in this time of year when it's nice weather. You know, we don't disrupt as much of the landscape outside, especially when it's wet out, right?
Can you talk about things homeowners can do that are preventative? Like, you know, obviously we see the signs, but what can we do so those signs don't?
Yeah, so there's a few things, you know, especially with outdoor plumbing, is keep those pipes clear. You know, still they're identifiable. You know, in this area, there's a specific thing. It's the mushroom cap on the outside in the front lawn. Make sure that's cleaned out and the cap's on, so that nobody's putting stuff in there or trying to fill it up for no reason. Then there's another one, you know, for the pipes that, you know, shut off the water to your house. There's a little cap there. Keep that clean, because you never know when you're gonna need it, right? And when you need it, you need it. So make sure it's available.
So what kind of work is AP Plumbing doing on the outside this time of year?
Yeah, so right this time of year, we've been doing a lot of excavation, catching up from the winter time, because that's not always the best time, but sometimes we have to, right? And so we're doing that, and we're actually going back and cleaning up a bunch of the yards, because we're going through there, making sure they're nice and neat after we're done. So we're doing the excavation. You know, on the outside also, we do clean drain lines. That's the preventative side of it, right? We do camera them when there's major issues. And we also have a machine that can jet it, so it cleans it out like it's new.
So you're celebrating 40 years with a special promo. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so 40th year, you know, what I would invite everybody to do is June 1st, this is when it starts, is go to the website, enter to win a free tankless water heater. Yeah, so that's for our 40th, and it's going to go to the end of August. Free to anybody that just goes and checks it out. And you can go check the website out and actually look at other services that we have. You know, tankless water heaters, excavation, you know, clean the drain lines, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's nice for our viewers to take advantage of as well.
Yeah, so with the excavation, though, we are offering another 10% off of that this time of year. So if you do have those issues, I propose go out and do the preventative stuff first. Don't do the major stuff. And but if you do need it, we're there.
Yeah. And then there's a Bridge Street offer as well?
Yeah, so with the Bridge Street, we're going to also do a 10% off the water heaters as well. So, and then any service call you have, we'll do 10% instead. So it'd be great.
What is, obviously every job is going to be different, but what is like a time frame normally when you go out there, you diagnose the problem, and then all the way through completion? How long does that normally take?
Yeah, so like you said, there's variance in that. And then also we have to partner with the local municipalities to get all this stuff taken care of, right? So it could be anywhere from a few days to a month. It really depends on that. So that's why it's so important to recognize the signs early. So again, you can do it on your time, not its time. Yeah.
Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show. Congratulations on 40 years at AP Plumbing. And thanks for providing such great advice. You can learn more about all the services AP Plumbing offers by visiting applumbing.com. This segment of Bridge Street has been sponsored by AP Plumbing.
Coming up, it's Stroke Awareness Month, and the best advice when a stroke hits is to be fast. Good advice and a clue to so much more coming up on Bridge Street.